Good morning or good afternoon, artists. Welcome back to Art at Bells Ferry Online. I wanted to start with saying thank you to all of you who have been attending my Zoom meetings. It's been so much fun to see your faces and be able to teach you and hear your voices and just be with you and make art together. I also want to congratulate Jaden and Cameron H. for their creative use of materials for their artwork. They couldn't find Play-Doh or Model Magic at home, and so they actually found some very creative home supplies to turn into to something that looks kind of like clay and works kind of like clay, and did a spectacular job with that. Congratulations, Cameron and Jaden. That brings me to talk a little bit about materials. Some people, not just Cameron and Jaden, but a number of families have started to be concerned the fact that they may not have the materials that I call for in the lessons, and I want you to know that that's okay. I don't expect you to go out and buy any materials. You absolutely do not have to. If your family wants to choose to buy extra art materials, I'm never going to say no to that, but you don't have to. If you can find a substitute around the house, that's absolutely fantastic. I love creative uses of materials from around our house. There are many artists who use found objects to make their art rather than actually going out and using and purchasing materials. You could also just go to my blog. If you know, I'm the Art Bandit on YouTube. I have daily art challenges that use all different variety of materials. Last week, for example, I did origami, so there are 5 different origami videos that you can choose from to do one of those instead. So feel free to supplement. As long as you're making art, you're thinking about the form, you're thinking about the types of things that I talk about in my videos. It doesn't matter if you're doing the exact same one that I am doing. I just want to encourage you guys to be making art with me. This week, we are going to be doing something new and exciting. We've been doing themes every week. We started with portraits, and then we did flowers and buildings. We spent 2 weeks on clay with pinch pots and coil technique. But this week, we are going to start something new, a new theme. Like I said before, it's going to be about encouraging other people. And so we're going to be using art to create social change by encouraging and bringing hope to ourselves and to our families and to our neighborhoods. This idea came to me from another student and another family, 2 brothers, Dylan and Mo, who saw a project that was going on in Atlanta called Everything Will Be Okay. People putting signs out that say everything will be okay. And they made a sign for their own yard and sent it to me. And I thought, what a spectacular idea. We are getting far enough into our quarantine time that it's becoming hard, really hard. So I wanted to find a way with art for us to encourage each other and encourage ourselves. And we're going to be filling our buckets and filling other people's buckets by making art to encourage people. So you're going to be making signs. You can make a sign that goes in your yard. If you have one, you can make a sign that just goes in your window, just a piece of paper that's taped up in the window. So whatever materials you have at home. I found a garage sale sign, so I used that that I just had left over and never threw away. But you can use, if you have cardboard at home, if you have, you don't, please don't go out and buy something. Find some junk that maybe your parents are going through and they don't need anymore. Maybe take an Amazon box for getting deliveries and cut it open and use one part of it and just stick it in the ground to make your art. You will be writing the words, everything will be okay. Of course, do that neatly so people can read it and be encouraged as they walk or drive or ride by on their bikes. But also, we're going to be, if you watch my videos, there are also going to be some art elements in there as well, talking about how to fill up the page or poster or cardboard or whatever in an interesting way to bring it above level of just the words, everything will be okay, and bring it to an art form. We know that artists design things like posters and flyers and that kind of stuff. So we're going to be those kinds of designers. We're going to use the words, everything will be okay, and we're going to design it in an interesting way to bring hope and encouragement to our neighborhoods. If you check out my YouTube channel this week, will also all be about encouraging other people because, again, I think this is a perfect time during our quarantine to start thinking about encouraging others as the times are getting hard and frustrating as that we are still home. I hope you find a way to encourage people around you, encourage yourself, encourage your friends, your family, your neighbors sometime this week through art, and I hope to see you in my Zoom meetings. Thanks. Bye.